Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. And as I rise today, it's for the first time since 5 days ago, Mr. Putin in Russia decided to very unceremoniously and aggressively invade a sovereign nation. And I wanted to just express my absolute solidarity with the people of Ukraine, my absolute solidarity in terms of showing gratitude and appreciation for their bravery in the face of this blatant aggression and violent and unlawful act, and to simply state in terms of representing my constituents of Parkdale High Park, I will continue to advocate with every fiber of my being for the well-being of Ukraine, for the well-being of Ukrainian Canadians, for assisting them in any way, shape or form in terms of assistance militarily, assistance with their defense, assistance with immigration, and in terms of restoring peace to their land. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I want to turn now to Bill C-11. And I want to start with Canadian content creators. Madam Speaker, I learned a heck of a lot about Canadian content and Canadian creators during the course of the 42nd Parliament, when I had the ability to serve as a Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Heritage at the time, the current Minister of Foreign Affairs. And what I learned about was the sizable, voluminous contribution that these content creators make to the Canadian economy. Indeed, in some respects, it either is equivalent to or outstrips contributions from sectors such as the mining sector in this country. It is staggering the amount of GDP output that is attributable to Canadian content creators. Around $19.7 billion of Canada's GDP and approximately 160,000 jobs are linked to things like publishing, writing, music, things like producing theatre, producing film, producing television products, etc. My riding of Parkdale High Park, which I've had the privilege of representing now for the third straight time in terms of this within this Parliament, is home to many of these creators. And what they've said to me is I apologize, Madam Speaker. They said to me, Member of Parliament, they've explained to me this is what we do for a living. This is how it contributes to the Canadian economy. But they've also said this is where our trade, our craft is suffering. And they've walked me through these steps. Because you've heard from the member from Kingston and the Islands, some of the other members of this debate who've talked about where we were about 30 years ago when we had the Broadcasting Act and where we are now. And where we are now is a fundamentally different place, where people consume, people view, people listen in a completely different manner than 30 years ago when this Broadcasting Act was last